Losgreth, and welcome to A Tale of Perseverance. 3 days ago, someone on the Brood War subreddit posted the following thread here before you. Just won for the first time on ladder since 2017. Posted by Matt Drill. And after some checking, as far as we can tell, he wasn't kidding. So, my interest was piqued. And so, I asked very kindly. He doesn't know who I am, and nor should he. So Art of Turtle asked for the replay. He posted it. And then I asked, if someone were to cast this, would you be okay with it? There's a few people who had second thoughts, and they'd be correct. Why would anyone want to do that, if not to ridicule or make someone the laughingstock of the internet? Don't worry, I don't have that kind of pull. And I did say there's a certain finesse to casting this, but that doesn't matter, because he has no problem with it at all. Here is seawall.gg. For those of you who don't know, I didn't know it existed. I immediately subbed on the Patreon here because this is an amazing little project. Hope nothing goes wrong with it. This is basically a match history here for Mr. Grim Reaper. I thought for a moment it would be fun to hide the fact, or hide who was who, but no, this tale needs to be told, and you need to be there, invested at the very start, because indeed you know he's going to win. But how is he going to win? Recent ranked matches. Going back, he doesn't play a lot in F rank the last 4 months. Now you will see that there's a couple of green bits here, which would indicate a win. Well, let's go to the bottom here. Sorry, my beautiful face is in the way of the first one, but I can tell you it's a red one. 15-minute defeat, 15-minute defeat, 9-minute defeat, 40-minute defeat, 20-minute defeat, victory, 11 seconds, victory, 11 seconds, 8-minute defeat, 33-second victory, hard fought, that one, plus 35 he got for that one. 6-minute defeat, 12, 12, 12, 13 defeat. Victory, 35 seconds. And it goes on for that, like that, until 4 days ago. A 33-minute victory, followed by a 30-minute defeat, a 2-minute defeat, 17-second victory, a 40-minute defeat, and a 12-minute defeat. This man has not stopped. He went on, he queues up, and just takes it. And that's why Brood War will never die. This only goes back 4 months, but I'm willing to bet that this man is completely and utterly sincere. Shall we begin? So, those of you who don't know, I don't do the whole build order and strategy thing, because the games I cast, really, explaining what the units do is usually the best thing. So, I want to be constructive. Sadly, he even says many have funds. And, of course, a Korean GLHF, because, you know, you need that little boost of confidence in the F ranks. Where most of us are, and have been, for some time. And that's what makes this game beautiful, that you can still be bad after 20 years or more. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We have Zerg versus Protoss on Polypoid. Yes, indeed, purple should have been granted here to Protoss, but oh well, Color Theory has been dead for a while. I'm sorry, Moltrap. And we have the hallucinated Kakarus as well, watching on. Goodbye. We have the pylon above the ramp. We have a probe idle for 5, 6, 7 seconds in the first few seconds. I must say, the APM, even though this is mostly spam, is quite impressive. And I looked through the replay analysis, and it was higher than I suspected, and perhaps I should worry. Ah. Very well. Forge first on top of the ramp. You know, there was another thread on the Brood War forum, or the Brood War forum. It hasn't been a forum worth a damn in years. Dating myself, the subreddit, where people asked, like, why did you pick the race you did? And well, mine was very simple. I didn't want to make wall-ins with any race. So I picked Zerg after a while of being turbo newbied on Lost Temple. Then went Mutalisks into Fast Guardians. And sadly that worked sometimes. What are you contemplating, dear probe? There is 200 minerals now. Is it going to be a cannon? Is it going to be... We're going for a Nexus then, yes? No. We're going to be tactically delayed. Thankfully, the Overlord is going to run straight into this cannon and die, then supply block the Zerg considerably, giving the opportunity here. Sorry, let's see what the Zerg is doing. Fast gas here on a... what I assume was a Hope, what is it, 12 pool, and he missed his Overlord because it's here. Great, yeah. The drone scout is gonna come in first though, right as the cannon starts. But don't worry, there's, well, Nexus is going to be scouted. That's a 12 Nexus. For anyone keeping track, this is why build orders are so important in the games I cast. This drone sadly is going to be annihilated by this perfectly, no, it's not. Oh, there's a bit of a drone fight, a little bit of micro here. Oh, yeah, that Overlord's... He knows. That's too... yeah, well, so the cannon placement trick is not going to work to supply block the Zerg here. Hydra then. Alright, that's great. Zerglings just protecting the lava there. What we're going to see here... Straight into the evolution chamber, because of course you want that those quick attack upgrades. Okay, so funny thing, it's always nice to see people, you know, after all these years still play the game just and queue up. I mean, for 6 years this man has not won a single game. Do you think he informed himself? Do you think he went out for YouTube or build order guides? No. He sticks by what he learned when he was a child. Or, you know, already quite in his teens. I don't know how old this man is. He goes by what the computer taught him in those 1v1 matches on Lost Temple. That's why Polopoid, a perfect map for this, because it is very reminiscent of those early days of Lost Temple. Cybercore, very good. Very good indeed. 4 minutes on that Cybercore. The first attack is now coming. That Overlord's fucked right off. It's going back home. The drone waiting patiently for the offensive hatchery here. And there we do have the lair. Plenty of gas. I don't see... Yeah, no. The Hydra perfectly timed as well. With the popping of the lair. Starting the Hydra then. And of course the... Oh, I'm sorry. I lost track here. There is an attack going. Sadly, however, there is that one cannon. Nice block here as well. So when all of this is destroyed, there is still a fallback with the block... The probe and the zealot block there. Stargate right up. I like the efficiency of this. All of this, because of course, unlike StarCraft 2, pylons do have a good amount of health and shields, and you don't have to worry about them being sniped at all. So you bait your opponent. The single probe on gas. There's going to be a bit of a timing with this, I think. Perfectly timed for... Oh, some gas was used. There we go. See, and now there's going to be enough for that first Corsair. Or dare I think a scout. We do have a... Oh yeah, okay. Droning now, finally. Quite important to take that second base at 5 there. Because you are going to go for your full Hydralisks. So it is going to be just Hydralisks, not Lurkers. Like Hydra... Muta straight into Hive then, probably. I didn't even notice that he hadn't put down his natural. I was so... I'm immune to these kind of things. It's awful. Okay, oh, nice bait on the Dragoon there. Sadly, not quite able to take out all of those Zerglings. The drone now coming in as well. Oh, there's the RNG of Brood War. This is why this esport is dying. RNG in the base game, yeah. I can't defend it, I really can't. There you go. We did have that Corsair, however. Now fully... Oh no, there's still the one. It's incredible how one probe, how long that takes. I thought it was completely off gas, but no. Still trickling that in, but don't worry. He's got enough for the 2. He is going to scout round now, because... I don't know if you realize this. He still doesn't have any idea where his opponent is. He did not scout. So that first Corsair scout, a bit of a misplay there. You could have built the unit that's basically named for that task, right? But no, you went for the Corsair. That's fine. Good thing too, because we are going. We really are going straight into Hive, aren't we? Yes, indeed. Incredible. Oh, Corsair spotted. Oh, and now, of course, the realization. It is not just Hydralisks, or not just Mutalisks. We're going straight into the double whammy here. Good. So we do have a bit of a supply block, which is understandable after getting up that second hatchery. I don't know what this drone is. It's really... This is a contain. So we've got a drone, Ling, contain. Finally now, a good surround of the map here. Information has been gathered. Process of elimination. If there are Hydralisks and creep here, perhaps... Yes, indeed. Oh, but... Spore colonies already morphing here as the Corsairs arrive. And speed on the Overlords. He did that before going to Hive. That is impressive. There's a little bit of idle probage here. And but thankfully there are now 3 probes on gas. Okay, going back home. Need to break up this contain here, but the... Well, oh no, there's the Overlords there, okay. Finally going to... Nope. The drone gets away, but finally... I really thought those were zealots. No! Why bother? You're gonna bring the probes there anyway. Use them. Just use them. There is a... Oh, no. They are getting out. They are getting out. This is perfectly plotted. No. So they're first, checking. Then they do find their way around. This is a Goon AI positive base. This is a Goon AI positive base. It works. That's incredible. So, there are some Dragoons being made. There's literally a single Zealot. What is Zerg doing? Yes, there are Mutalisks. And do we see? We don't see yet. But, well, he needs to build up the... No, the gas is there. That's Grim Reaper. Okay. Hydro speed. Important. Dragoons are, by nature, quite fast. Because when they're accompanied with fast Zealots, you usually see which is going to happen. You don't really notice it. But Goons, well, actually quite speedy. So we do need that speed to catch up with them. No Greater Spire yet, which again my Turbo Newbie reference earlier. Yeah. So the expansion has been made. I expect a oodle of cannons to be built here. Otherwise, I'm going to be very, very, very disappointed. We do have a shuttle and a Templar Archives. The tech is happening. Literally all the branches all at once. Okay, we do have 3 gas. We have 4 on gas. Compensating for earlier. But, yeah, there is going to be a bit of Mutalisk harassment happening here soon. There's another drone. And the contain on the 3 o'clock here. But, yeah, here we go. The Mutalisks are going to engage here. This can be devastating, considering the amount of probes here. No. What is this guy doing here? Oh my god. The game sense on this man. The absolute game sense. Does this... I'm sorry. Speed and stuff is being... Oh, it's gonna be close here. It's gonna be close. Yeah. Dragoon barely making it there. Does it have range? Does the Dragoon have range? I didn't spot it. I didn't. I assume. Alright, so, Scourges. Yeah, Corsair are a threat. But Zerg is gonna start expanding here really soon. There's already a third here. No, I'm sorry. That's gonna be the fourth. No greater spy. There's Lurkers now. Very good. Speed those Hydras into position, then morph them into eggs to block the Dragoon AI. It is well thought out, immaculate. So also focusing first on this, on mining out this base before spreading the probes, because of course this is far more protected with the cannons here. There are cannons. There are two. The well, wise decision to pull back the Mutalisks there. Okay, yeah. See, Zerg is spreading their drones far thinner over multiple bases, and I think that is the mistake here. There's quite a few Dragoons here now, quite a few High Templar as well. We're now entering 12 minutes. No further upgrades needed. Bit of idle probes. How many are there? Is this... This is quite a few probes, isn't it? Yes, it is. So there's quite a good... Yeah, bit of barrier defense. Dragon's Teeth in Total Annihilation if you used to play that. Good use of those pylons. There we are. So we do have some lurkers. It's going to be very interesting. Okay, securing this 3 o'clock position here now, but those Mutalisks still looming. And we do have, yeah, good attack upgrades. Very nice indeed. Finally making a decision on that. Now then. The description said there were storm drops, archon drops, and all manner of tomfoolery. I am looking forward to it. The Kadarin crystal is being researched, so he knows about that. I can only assume, and this is what I'm making of it, that he knows that Kadarin crystal upgrade. Is it even called that? I don't even know. I've been in this game for 20 years and I always have to think twice. But I think it is. Oh my god, he's going to get caught out. The drop is going to get spotted. The drop is going to get spotted. And we have action. We have potential action and drama here. We have the Scourges. The Scourges have seen it. No way. This is a doom drop. This is a doom drop of epic proportions that they cross each other. The Scourges don't know what to do. Is he going forward, backwards? What are we going to do? Oh no, it's too late! The Hydralisks are there! The selects on the ample drones at the natural! While this is happening, oh no, 3 HP! 14 minutes for an actual combat to happen with what a climax indeed. Here come the Scourges scouting the entire enemy force and just successfully killing the shuttles. The doom drop is coming in. The shuttle is limping back home at 3 HP. I don't understand any of this, but all of those idle units that had not been rallied come perfectly timed. And sadly, this doom drop is destroyed utterly. Meanwhile, though, a single Mutalisk, because this one didn't get selected, makes it. Oh shit! I didn't. I'm sorry. I am a failure. I was so excited. I didn't see how many kills it got. I'm suspecting at least 2. But here comes the follow-up, because of course, in all this melee, the advanced force here has only been reduced to a Corsair. This is now going to come down Oh wow, this is going to be disastrous. There's still some attacks going. Storm being used against Overlords, which we are... can be effective. No one's tried before. Sadly, a little bit of an expeditionary force did spot the Zerglings, however. We're going to lull them into a sense of security here. No, you're really going... You're really? Really? Yeah. Okay. Okay, place your bets. Oh, okay. You noticed. Good. So that's cleaned up. That is the most successful little flank there. But now action is happening all over the map. We've got another Doom Drop coming. Oh, being stormed. But while the diversion of 2 Hydralisks and 2 Scourges. But now the forces are falling back. Grim Reaper is falling back because it's going to go straight into the natural here. Softened up by the Youthlisks. And some managed to get out. There is even a lurker here present. There is no micro here whatsoever. Grand containment here going up, but sadly the cannon is there. Small note, there are no observers currently. Oh, there is an observatory. I'm sorry. I apologize. There is an observatory. Have not seen a observer. Also, no defense in this base. No, there are forces here remaining. And this shuttle, still with the 2 Templar at 3 HP, is still alive and well. But there's another attack! Action! Now, because of the forces retreating into the natural, this base is completely undefended. The probes, once more, take it on themselves. But sadly, their dreams of being zealots are over. These guys show up from somewhere. I have no idea where they came from. But here they are. Cleaning up now, but after devastation of the mineral line. Realize, of course, that there are currently 3 billion probes still mining in the main base. After, of course, all of these minerals being mined out. There is a drone. There are 2 drones mining here. And there are 4 drones mining here, so that is better. Another Doom Drop. That could have been bad. Finally, after I mentioned it, of course, I messaged him after, like, hey, grab that flux capacitor and fix that, will you? So these beautifully colored probes are now going to... There are always probes in these armies. It's incredible. No rally points yet, but we don't need them because it's a good defense. I was joking earlier about the offensive hatchery, but no, it is actually repressed trauma from casting too many of these games. More attacks streaming from basically anywhere. Scourges as well, even though Corsairs haven't quite been relevant for quite some time. Perhaps anticipating upon the observers that will never come. I did notice the Arbiter Tribunal. We don't have Arbiters quite yet, however. Good. Let's try and see if we can surmise something here. No, the Zerg base has quite literally been stagnant. We have not had a replacement of drones in the natural since the last drop, but don't worry, he's got 2,000 in the bank. And these, no more drones, still 4 drones. This is deliberate, keeping the resource consumption low, so that a prolonged game can allow you to produce longer. We do have some hatcheries, so after that we have another hatchery here. Expansions everywhere, mostly for production, as there will be no mining. This has now been amply defended, even though there's only well, there's actually quite a few probes. There is almost a control group, some of which were damaged. 7 probes mining here. These haven't been replaced yet, but don't worry. The Scourges are keeping watch, even though they are canonically blind. And there are attacks being A-moved all over, slowly softening the Protoss fort. This is, of course, very important, because Protoss cannot heal. They do have the shields, but once you hit them in the There we go. See, like this fella here. He's been damaged in the HP and will not be healed. He will only regain 60 of that health. And of course, as long as this zealot is alive, it will take up valuable supply, which our dear friend Grim Reaper is almost maxed out. Now these two hatcheries will be found by these zealots, but they have been softened up, so a couple of A moves of random units might in fact take them out before the second hatchery goes down. These are quite A move. These are not A move. These are move commanded. And yeah, now there is a spread. Oh, there's back some Mutalisks now. There's some Mutalisks back. There's quite a few Mutalisks actually. Is there a Great Aspire? No, of course not. Because I really want that to happen. This is going to be cleaned up, however. Quite a few Mutalisks here. Sadly, not in time to save the one hatchery over there. Oh god. The shuttle is here. It's brought itself a little mangled goon to go along. And is simply waiting for... Oh no. The Hydra's going to be made. They're going to be... If they're rallied out of the base, I'm just going to cry. There is quite a battle going on here, however. Beautiful. Dragoons, sadly, are just overpowered. Yes, these are move commanded, so they're just going to pass on by, leaving the bonanza of value floating in the air. Just waiting for more drones to be made. This drone here did survive. This one got relegated somewhere. I don't know what's going on at this point. There's random Mutalisks. They are killing... See, again, the weakness of the Protoss unit. Eventually you're going to wear them down. Eventually you will. And with an economy like the Zergs, there is an Arbiter here killing Overlords. This is what you are seeing here. There are 2 Lurkers in the base. This base got destroyed meanwhile. I'm sorry, I'm missing all the action here. Everything is being A-moved everywhere. This is dire. This is starting to look dire. Suddenly, the turns have tabled. Yes. There are forces everywhere. A-moved units all across. Because there are no observers. And now you're gonna make observers. And all of these have actually been surrounded. Oh god, they're here. They're still here. Yes, you have an observer now. You can attack them. But now the base... Well, maybe it's a good thing that pylon gets destroyed. Meanwhile... A single zealot is going to take it upon himself to kill these attackers here of this nexus. But don't worry, this nexus is operational still and not being mined. Eventually, though, a attack command was issued eventually to clear out these lurkers that had been camping there for quite some time. I can only imagine. They didn't really damage anything except for the Citadel of Dune and a Protoss pylon. That's fine. And meanwhile, sadly, however, the 4th is being destroyed. There's nothing Zerg can do about this force here. I really want to know where the fucking... There's forces everywhere. There's literally an entire army, and I don't know why. What is he focusing on? The shuttle is still here. He has been here. He has actually issued a command. There were 4 drones here. Oh my god, it is going to come into action. There were 4 drones. There are 2. I don't know where the other one has gone. It's a scout. It's not going to do anything. There's nothing of value here. Now finally sending all of it. He hotkey. He was hotkeying. I bet your ass he was hotkeying all of those units before he could act. And now there's an Arbiter over, but the Overlords are already there. Beautiful. These guys are still camping out here. This has not been replaced. There's 8,000 in the bank, so why would he bother? This is completely wiped in terms of resources now. I don't know if he's got recall or not. Regardless, this is now going to get cleaned up. Even the Arbiter got destroyed. And now here, going up the ramp. So a little bit of missed chances. No, maybe not. Not over there. He's going to retreat from this, however. There's too much. If only you had more forces hanging around literally everywhere that aren't rallied. And there we finally have it. We have the energy upgrade for the Arbiter, which is crucial to get those fast recalls in, because that's the only way this game is going to end. Great Aspire happening. Oh, the Arbiter got out and is cloaking, thankfully, the shuttle. Thankfully. There's something amazing, and I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna rewind. I'm gonna definitely rewind if something amazing happens to that shuttle. So more forces being forced here. Psyblades at 3, so he's got +3 attack upgrade. How's that doing for the... So just still the 1. That's... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Apologize. Okay, do we actually have anything? We have Zerglings and Zerglings and Zerglings. Blue screen of death. This is why I wasn't saying his name, because I was going to do that. My dear friend, we must find you and we must help you as well. You are... I think you should become best friends. Oh god, yeah, they're never going... Yeah, thank you. The only way out was a recall, and that's how he did it. There was no other way. Oh god, no, the cannon goes down. That's kind of sad. But don't worry, there's plenty of forces at the top. There's a Templar who's been... 75, he's actually... Yeah. There's a lot of probes here. Holy shit, there's a lot of probes there. Those Zerglings are having a feast. Yep. Oh, they're all going. 5, 7, 6. Beautiful, but sadly up the ramp. By the way, 3 Lings, many probes. Oh god, I'm starting to worry. I'm starting to worry. Grim Reaper, my friend. You're winning this though, right? I mean, Greater Spire's here. Don't worry, no attack upgrades. Oh god. So 1 base, 2 base have been destroyed. Zerg, yeah, he's going to expand. He needs to expand more. He's gonna do so. Okay, this is the last push. This is it. This is it for blue screen. This is it. This is the forces he has. He has that 60 supply. And the myriad of Protoss forces closing in on him. Beautiful. There you go, see. These are the attack upgrades are starting to show their worth here, I'm afraid. And the complete lack of it. Well, the +2, the Carapace and all that, you know, 2 attacks from the Zealots. Yeah. Oh, the last push. If only he had more resources. Literally not mined out in his main. If only. That gas is about to go down. Oof. There were no chances here for Zerg. He was contained throughout the entire game. Protoss value, well, basically destroying him time and time again. It is really sad to see this kind of imbalance in a game that is revered by so many. The lies that are being told to new players. And this doesn't even have a Terran in it. I mean, build a Vulture, basically win the game, so yeah. Here comes the drop, however, on the unsuspecting forces. Sadly, these are Hydralisks. 29 minutes into the game. Against Zealots. We do have the Archons. I was hoping for that. Oh, he dropped something. A thing has been dropped. There was a Templar in there. This shuttle is going to do amazing things in the next 2 minutes. I know it. Where's the drop, though? The bases are up, but I am afraid blue screen is fatigued. He's got the Scourges ready, however, because we know this shuttle is dangerous. I don't think we're going to see an Archon toilet anytime soon. We do have some macroing up. Can it save him, however? This is why he saved this base. This is why it's still here. But can it save him? The last minute macro push. These Archons are actually quite terrible, but sadly there is also other units. 160 supply on the map somewhere. And blue screen of death is dead. Grim, if you're here, You have the tenacity of a Starcraft player. There's no ifs or buts about it. You're an important part of why this game is still around after all these years. You play in a different world, in a different era, with people like Blue Screen. The pure, unbridled, primordial Starcraft of the early 90s. And that gives me, or the late 90s, should I say. And that gives me hope. Because it is fine. It is perfectly fine. It is incredible that you're just playing this game to have a good time. And after 6 years manage to have this as your victory. There are 1,000 things wrong. 1,000 things bad, and you have met your match. You have met a player that is exactly as advanced as you are. In 2023. Over 25 years. Actually, we just passed the 25-year mark, didn't we? Yeah. This is important for everyone to see that this is the kind of game still being played today. And that you start playing Starcraft, you're going to be bad, and you can inform yourself and you can do all those things and you're still going to be bad, and after 20 years you're still going to be bad, because this is a sport. And just playing some hoops on the playground or kicking a ball around with your friends, you're not planning to become a championship player. You're not going to go play professionally. You're just playing the game. And you're going to play the game at your skill level. And that's important. Because if that doesn't exist, if it's only that which exists, that strive for competitiveness, to race up the rankings, that get a top 500 spot someday, then the game's dead. And Brood War by definition is not, because of places like CPL, Coach Pupil League, all the myriad of Discord servers that are now here, and people still caring about this game. The top end is important because that's something to aspire to. But this is the Starcraft that's been played for decades, never died. GG, mate. And look up a build order, maybe. Oh, shit. GG's. Bye-bye.